shout out to Taryn Manning. She went from playing Janine in 8 Mile, Nola in Hustle and Flow to playing Karen in 2021. Like, that's awesome, man. That's range right there.
Is it though? I don't know.
It's not.
I am very excited to see this because even before watching it, I'm going to hate watch this because it's just going to be everything, right? So we get a trailer for the movie Karen. It's any movie that tries to capitalize directly off of a, some sort of fad or whatever. It's going to be trash. Like there's no exception to this rule. It's going to be trash. It has to be. And this movie, Karen, probably figures to be no different. So let me give you the quick synopsis. A racist, entitled white woman in the South terrorizes her new black neighbors. They're not even trying to be like nuanced or subtle or like it's just.
That's the whole tagline, right? Like there's nothing more. Like,
that's literally the synopsis of the film.
Yeah, you like don't need anything else. The name gives it away.
I get. Well, yes, but like at least give me something that is just like one of the reasons why I love certain films is because they make complex villains or at least complex antagonist, right? Where somebody's just now this person bad, other person good. Like it's just like that's so fucking simple and just we're not thinking at that point. We're just literally that person bad, this person good. And it's just like that's not reality. While some people are very much more shitty than other people are, even the people who you think are really fucking good can be pieces of shit at times. And it's just like that nuance is not, I feel like we're not going to find any of that in here. In fact, I know we're not going to find any of that nuance in here. But anyways, this is directed and written by Coke Daniels, starring Taryn Manning, Corey Hardrick, Jasmine Burke, Dawn Halfkenny, and there is no release date. So maybe they put the trailer out and we're like, let's just see how it does. If people like it, fuck it, we'll put it out next week. If they don't, then we'll put it out 6 months from now. Hope everybody forgets the trailer. Okay. With that being said, let's watch Karen, or the trailer for Karen, rather. Oh God, some BET.
I guess this is a long way from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're black. Do you mind keeping it down?
If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
Somebody's taking home security serious.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen, okay, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen. I've come across some very suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive. Yep.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood? Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
She doesn't like black people.
We have a search warrant.
Well, I'm black.
Well, that's clearly the understatement of the century right there.
I want to sell the house.
What'd I do? You can't tell me, huh?
We are living next door to a racist. You went in her house?
You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
That was not standard police procedure back there.
What do we have here?
We got a hammer. Everything looks like nails.
You people are very angry.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Bad things happen to people that don't comply.
Okay. All right. We did it. We sat through it. Oh man. Holy shit. the funniest line in anything ever. She doesn't like black people. Yes. Little girl nailed it. She has like 2 lines and she nailed that. Okay, what are your thoughts on Karen?
I saw a snippet of this when it first came out. That was my first time seeing the full fucking trailer. Man, they took every single stereotype they could, every single racist line they could, everything that has been used over the last 5 or 6 years on social media, on political talk shows from the left and the right, and they just jammed it into they jammed it into one movie, but really they really worked hard to put everything into that one trailer to let you know this is some like racist ass shit that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess what can you really expect from a movie called
hold on,
Karen?
like just you and I, we edit stuff, right? So like, imagine the editor putting together the first cut of the trailer, and somebody at BT comes back, they're like, no, it's not racist enough. Like, you put every single line in there that you can.
No, we need all of the racist fucking lines in the movie in the trailer. I don't think you understand. We just need the entire movie in the trailer, right? That's the fucking as simple as I could fucking make it for you. Okay. Weirdly enough, it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Still terrible, but not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be.
Interesting.
But the thing that I did that kind of tipped me off to kind of what we're going to get is the woman Taryn Manning, who plays Karen in this glorious film. I think she was quoted as saying, and again I kind of breezed past either the article or something that something I quoted her saying this, but it said she wanted you to hate the person who who she's playing in a film with, Karen, right? But here's my problem with this though, is that I think that's the wrong way to, I think, approach something like this. I think that when you have somebody who's just like the villain of the story, their perception of themselves isn't that they're doing anything wrong, right? Like, their perception of themselves is that they're doing something right, that this is just the way it fucking, even the woman who's in like Central Park, I forget where the fuck it was, somewhere in New York, where she was walking her dog and like she fucking was strangling the dog while she was like on the phone with police, saying she was being accosted by like this black dude who's like fucking bird watching. He's like, ma'am, I'm not doing anything to you. And she's like, he's threatening my life. Oh my God. Like, while she's like killing her dog. Even her, right? I imagine in that moment, she wasn't approaching it like she was doing something wrong. Like, it wasn't like she was trying to be unlikable in that moment. She was just an entitled white woman trying to fucking, who was offended that this black dude dare tell her to do something. So she reacted appropriately, but it wasn't from, it still wasn't from this, like, because nobody thinks of themselves as the villain of the story, on some degree, everybody feels like they're doing something correct or that they're doing something just or whatever the case is. So when she made that comment, it made me just like, that's what made me kind of like cringe. Cause it's just like, nah, then this movie's just going to be a whole bunch of shit of her just, saying a bunch of racist shit. And then we're supposed to be like, man, fuck you, racist fucking whatever. And then that's it. And to me, that's like, if I know that about the movie, then why am I watching the movie? Like, I could just watch actual news and I'd be just as outraged, if not more, since it's reality. Like, what's the point in watching this then?
I fully agree, because I don't know, like, I mean, obviously I know like the intended audience, for this specifically, and obviously it's trying to like
for this. Who is the intended audience for this?
So, well. Okay, so let's have a conversation about that, because I'm actually curious what you think. To me, the intended audience for this is people of my skin complexion. I'm honestly thinking they're hoping to get enough hype and buzz with white people that they're just going to flock, to push this. I don't know. Are they releasing this in theaters? Is it just streaming online somewhere on TV? Because I know it's BET.
There's like no release information.
Yeah, like I'm really thinking like they're trying to just, get the white audience as much as they can to push this out there. Like, I don't know how they're going to make money off of this, but I think that's the intended audience. And one thing, shout out to Taryn Manning. She went from playing Janine in 8 Mile, Nola in Hustle and Flow to playing Karen in 2021. Like, that's awesome, man. That's range right there.
Is it though? I don't know.
It's not. It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know, man. One school of thought is for sure, like, this is definitely for like just white people, so you know they can see all the awful shit that they've done over the last like fucking, you know, forever. Just like one glorious
yeah. You have to add that in there, forever. It's not just recent.
Yeah.
We just have the technology now.
Yeah, the videos for sure help you know, that be highlighted, but I think another train of thought is if this is for, but again, this kind of goes back to like what my issue is with it. If it is for white people, it can't just be like this white person doing everything awful, because who can relate to that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who sees themselves as the villain? You know, like, I'm sure for some people it'd be like, you know, you're right. Like, but you can just you could just watch ordinary news programs to see terrible fucking people doing the same shit. The reason why you will watch the movie is to gain some sort of insight into why this person is this terrible, or like the fact that they don't see themselves as the villain, because that's relatable. That's a relatable thing. You know, that's more of something that you can actually grapple with, is by seeing by not just this overt sort of like, Karen, I'm racist, and so I'm going to just wild out and do shit. Because again, you could just watch fucking any clip you want to fucking find on YouTube. You can find this entire movie in. But what you would watch, and from my perspective, what you would watch a movie like this for is so that you can find something relatable about it, where it's like somebody who isn't this just overt fucking raging racist, but somebody who doesn't necessarily see themselves as racist, you know, and there's so many people that can relate to that. There's so many people out there who don't consider themselves racist, but will do the same exact shit. But that's the story that you should be fucking telling, is the story of these people who wouldn't see themselves as that, but do the same shit, you know? But I think we're just going to get fucking, you know, pedal to the floor, fucking just raging racism out of this movie, which I feel like is kind of all right, cool. Like, we literally can just watch a fucking, you know, any clip on YouTube and see the same shit. But all right.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that, and I can't really say much to like BET and like what their productions are like. I haven't watched anything really on BET since Free and AJ left from 106 and Park, and that was kind of like it for me. But like, this movie, this trailer looks like what a production company puts out that's not maybe one of the big players. Because like everything that you just described of how you would probably want to see the villain as, you know, just trying to portray a character that doesn't see themselves as racist, but actually does all the same shit. I feel like that'd probably be something that like you'd see like on a Netflix or like a Hulu or something like that, where it's a little bit more creative. Where this almost seems like this is a production company for a TV channel that's just trying to get as much shock value as they can into a trailer, so they get people to sit in front of the TV and watch it when it's live on TV. Like this is what that trailer felt like to me. Because I agree with you, like they're like we know it in our personal lives. Like there's so many people that are you know, claiming to be good people, not racist, but then they will literally do everything that woman has done, and maybe even worse, you know, and obviously those are even like the worst ones, because you can't really, you know, point them out as you could a straight up Karen like this. So I agree with you. I think this seems like a BET type of movie, almost like a TLC. I guess the
like
equivalent
Lifetime?
of what. Yeah, Lifetime. Yeah, exactly. That's who. Yeah, TLC does all the reality shows. Lifetime. Yeah, there you go. You watch that channel.
I only during Christmas time, because their Christmas movies are epic. I can't
Hey, how many times can a white woman fall in love with a Santa? Many times,
Countless.
in many
Countless.
different scenarios.
It's countless. It's like, you know, how long white people have been doing fucked up shit in America. It's
Hey, you know what?
forever.
Taryn Manning. Taryn Manning is going to be the next, you know, white woman to fall in love with Santa on Lifetime. She's going to happen.
Oh God, that's a hard pivot. That's a pretty hard pivot. I'm going to play Karen. Now you're going to watch me fall in love in a zany, you know, wacky adventure, you know, that maybe involves a dog or something. I don't know. But,
it's got to involve a dog.
Yeah, it always involves a dog somehow. But yeah, anyways, that's what we thought about Karen. You guys holler at us in the comment section and let us know what the fuck you think about Karen, the movie. It's so stupid. All right, moving on to our next trailer.